Good morning. Let me share a 222 dream I had maybe about 2 years ago. But the Holy Spirit brought that dream to my memory this morning, and I know this will bless you. So in this dream, I'm riding on this special type train, and there's only maybe about 7 or 8 people on this train, and we're all facing, our seats are not facing the normal way that they face in a train. They kind of go have a vertical type seating. These seats were horizontal, and we were all seated in front of the window so we could see everything that passed by. And I was on the first row, and there were a couple people behind me, and there was a gentleman beside me, and we were all, the train was going really slow, and we were all looking, and then all of a sudden the train slowed down, and we came across these beautiful little exotic animals. And the first animal that I saw was maybe 3 little exotic monkeys, and they were like really, you could tell they were super black. Their coating was black, and you could tell they were exotic, and nobody had seen these monkeys before. And they were 3 of them, and they were just little babies, and they were playing amongst themselves. And then we moved down a little bit, and there were 3 baby tigers, and these tigers were white with gray spots, and they were like super white. So I'm sitting there like, wow, I've never seen anything like this, and everybody on the train was just looking in awe. So the train stops, and a man walks in, and he walks up to me, and he says, okay, to go further, you're going to have to pay $222. So I looked at him, and he looks at me, and he says, you're good. You have paid your money. So this $222, the $222 wasn't like the regular US dollars. We knew on that train when he said $222 that was a lot of money that he was asking for. It was some other type of currency, but we knew that was a lot of money. So he leaves me, and he moves to the man that's sitting next to me, and he says, you can't go because it costs $222 and you haven't paid. So me and the other people start looking like, okay, we gotta, help this guy get the $222. And the man was looking like, no, there's nothing that you could do. He has to pay this money or he has to leave. So we're all looking like, wow, this gentleman has to get off. So he escorts the gentleman off the train, and then the train slowly starts to take off. And then as it takes off, it gets darker and darker, like we're going through something really dark to get to something else. And then I wake up. This dream, to me, and just the Holy Spirit reminding me of this morning, is that some of us are about to go deeper with God. Daniel 2:22 says that he reveals deep and hidden things. He knows what lies in darkness, and light dwells with him. God is about to take you, some of you, into those hidden areas where he has laid up treasures for you. God is communicating with you on a level that he has never, ever communicated before, because you have paid the price. You have stuck with God through thick and thin. You have trusted in his faithfulness. All he needs you to do right now is pay attention. Do not become distracted, and be willing to follow him, even though it may seem uncomfortable and unusual to you. God is taking you into dark places, not for spiritual warfare, but to expose traps in your life that have been camouflaged as treasures. God is taking you into deep hidden places where sickness cannot survive, but where health strives. These places are spiritual antidotes to cancel diseases and illnesses that many of us have had in our bodies and in our minds. God is leveling every obstacle in your life, and the struggle is finally over for you. He is shattering the prison walls that has kept you a prison in your mind and in your body and in your spirit and in situations. He's giving you his hidden treasures of darkness and his wealth that has been waiting for you all along. Men and women of God, it is your season. This is your 222 moment. God is taking you deeper because you have hung in there with him. You have trusted him along the way. The spiritual warfare is about to be lifted, and you're going to go deeper into the treasures of God. Y'all be blessed.